Good evening. Welcome to Detroit. The place of true dreams. Acid gas? You bet! Inactive robots? Why the fuck not? Robot Moses? Sure. But you just might be asking, how did we get here? And for that, we need to go back in time. Like, 10 minutes. Fuck. Fuck, it's fucking dark in here. Hold on. No. Something like this. Oh, fucking. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Close enough. This is a one-shot. The game where you, quite literally, only have one shot. I stumbled across this game on one fateful night doing my favorite activity, procrastination. And I saw it was $10, but two different versions. And after some thorough review readings, I concluded with the original version. Dear God, this definitely made my experience better. Kinda. But enough chit-chat. You're wondering how this funky little cat, named Niko, has to do with our little adventure in the Detroit! Well, of course, it all starts at the beginning. You may ask yourself,
Why are you showing us your desktop with a windowed game?
I don't know, that's what the game told me what would be best, so shut the fuck up. But no more chit-chat, let us have our one shot at one shot.
Do.
Hey, this game's got spoilers and shit. Don't watch this video if you haven't played the game. You should totally play the game. Game good. Game $10. Play the game.
We wake up in what I assume to be in an abusive household, locked doors and all. There's a computer, and naturally I try the code. Fuck. Anyways, we pick up the TV remote, try the door again, walk to the window cause confused, and find some numbers. Beep boop, beep boop boop bop. Holy shit, I'm a fucking wizard. The computer tells us that we need to help Niko leave, but I'm not in on that. Ah. So we're using the real name, huh? Needless to say, other than me flabbergasted, the pants were shitted. We learn that this little feline is Niko, and this is not their house. But whoever lived here must have hated their son. With only one beer left, how is anyone supposed to enjoy the game? Huh. Find a key with the firelight, go to the basement, see if there's a missing child. There is not. Fuck! But instead, a light bulb. Niko picks up the bulb. Bulb warm. Take it to the door, and now we have arrived. The Barrens, or as I like to call it, Flint, Detroit, Michigan. We move around, talk to the dead, and found a bed. Stop calling me that! We move around some more, and notice the small crisis is getting worse. And we move around even more, and find this boil. He's a prophet about the savior of this world, so for sake of time, we'll call him Robo Moses. Can you tell I've never read the Bible? We have some questions, mainly about the computer, and Niko is where my presence now. Normally, I would say my name is Galaxy, however. But I sense the light at the end of the tunnel. I like this little feeling friend, and gave them the permission to call me by my first name. We're buddies now. We asked 2 more questions about some lore and some stuff, and a general consensus about what to do. Let me give you the rundown. 3 areas. We are in the first. Explore area, make it the next world, put light bulb in the tower, save world. I am God, and Niko is my avatar. Thankfully for Niko, I'm chill as fuck, and they look funny. Now we find ourselves in this old shed, and find this box. We need to pry it open. Try the metal rod from the earlier in the room with the bed. No good. We need to find something to squish it. So let's go to the right. It's Neo China, not the G Gundam, but the factory. We find a press. Press metal, make crowbar, new crowbar, zoom to left, pry box open, success. Now we have this, a broken bed. I slap it in the machine, no good. But Niko says I'm on the right track. Thanks, bub. Then for the next hour and a half, I think, I didn't know what to do. I got this achievement. So I walk around some more, look at these dumbass papers, and then I found the bed again. I interact with it, and Niko was just asleep. However, for me, and the time I was recording this, I did not. The game closed, and so simply, I opened it again. For some reason, my controller wasn't working, and I thought it was just this frame of the dream. Speaking of, this is Niko's dream. And I can see it for some reason. Whatever. It's time what I do best, walk. Until I find this lovely lass, who I didn't know until the end of this section was a robot. I find a screwdriver, she doesn't really give a shit, so I travel onwards to the area, the cave. We find this new camera. Cool. Niko apparently sees something yellow at the end of the tunnel. Huh. Must be nothing. So anyways, after teaching Niko to become the greatest technician to ever live, I managed to make a battery by slapping the camera lens onto the battery. Put the sun next to it, and now we have a charged battery. Now then, let's put this baby in. Oh hell yeah. Now that the computer is on, let's give it a whirl. The computer tells me some cryptic shit, and now we have to go into the folders. With all my personal shit. Great. At first I thought it was the local files, but no. It was my actual documents. Needless to say, the pants have just become soil for plants. After opening the document, we find a code for a box. Find box, put in code, and look at that. We have a gas mask. Niko wonders how this shit happened. I don't know either, kid. Also, there's a glitch in the wall. Best to ignore it, not gonna lie. Whatever. Now that we have the gas mask, not even San Francisco smog problems can get to us now. And now, we find the other items we need. Rubber gloves, syringe, and this weird bubble. However, this is where my genius ends for the night. You see, I didn't find an area for progression, and I was getting very tired. So I went back to the bed to save. Niko ain't tired. Well, fuck. Now what? Then, I had a stroke of brilliance. I remember something in the game's notes that there was an autosave, so I decided to say, fuck it, close the game near the bed, and call it a night. The next morning, I was hooked on the game, so before I headed for the night shift at work, I decided to play after a little bit of Gmod with the crew. And the problem I was about to experience was about to show me its face in full, ugly, grotesque throttle. After the Gmod session, I decided to record at the same PC with some friends. We got Apple and Aqua here, and later, Rogue will come in. Needless to say, after seeing the truth, we were scared. At least I was. Yeah, I can hear you. What happened? Oh my god.
It
Oh,
knows.
wow.
It knows when you're it knows when you're gone.
Yeah, that fucking... Yep, that's right. This game will know when you close it. And will make you feel like a fucking dick. Because it made me feel like one. Anyways, we continue onwards. After wandering around like a fucking dumbass for 30 minutes, I find the gas vent that Niko can actually reach. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Pour out the glue, make mustard, probably. And now, we get to clean the boy robot. Karen. Anyways, they don't know where the next area is, and we need to talk to the head engineer, or the redhead, who I learned that only now is a robot. I'm very dumb. She gives us a kick-ass necklace with a black clover inside of it, and then asks us for a game of chess, proving that we are dumb. Well, at least this boat got room for two. Speaking of boat, we take off with Karen, rowboat, to the Glen, or as I like to call it, the Amazon. Kind of. Instead of the Amazon being invaded by animals, it's inhabited by the Native Americans. For some reason, everyone here eats stew. Whatever.
Would anyone like some stew?
Anyways, we go down and find ourselves deeper into the woods, and we find ourselves one of the boys. The other boy is the boy's sister, by the way. This is Calamus, and he's looking for his sister Alula. And so far, he's had no luck. Poor guy. It's not like we can do anything major, so he gives us a profile, and we pray to God that we find something. Onward it is. And now, we enter the ruins. Walk around some more, and there's some vines. Fuck. Walk around even more, and there's a computer. Great, this dick had to go. Where is my wallpaper?! What the fuck happened? Where's my wallpaper? Seems I need to help you again. You will not be able to progress otherwise. Oh my god. I changed my wallpaper to this.
Oh, I hate that.
I was so flabbergasted that my dumbass didn't understand the computer. Turns out by easily accessible, it meant the wallpaper. So I was looking at my files like a moron. And once I knew, I walk around some more. And like a moron, I get lost. And then I used the wiki, didn't help much. Then finally, we made it to a new area. My mic was muted for this whole ordeal, so let me give you the rundown. This is the plant lady, and she is dying really fast. As her final wish, she wishes to hold the sun as comfort. Naturally, I give it to her. Because not only are my hands are free, I can now push fucking lamps. But there's some stuff I did first. Some vines disappeared, fucking finally, and it took us to the tile room. The wallpaper was hinting at. After clearing it, my wallpaper didn't come back, so I had to spend like 5 minutes putting it back like an idiot. But nevertheless, we find Alula, and let me tell you, this adorable little bastard is the best design in the entire game. Outside of Niko, of course. I just like the color blue, and she's cute. Now then, Alula says she got trapped in the room via some squares. Uh-oh. Apparently, shit's going by fast. But I don't really care right now, since I reunited the boys. Now then, since we are now best friends, they invite me to the house, which originally was covered by blocks. But Alula graces us with the existence of motor functions. That was funny. Now then, we enter the house. See the back area is flooded, and we get this sick feather. Apparently it's a fairly heirloom that they entrust me with. Thankfully, I trust the boys with my life. But unthankfully, in order to progress, I need to desecrate this heirloom. But first... sleepy time. Unlike last time, I still had some time on my hands. So I booted up the game again and watched the dream sequence. Niko misses home. A lot. Ah, fuck. Now I gotta get this run home. Anyways, now we need to push some fucking lambs. After we do the puzzle, we get some wool. Useless on paper, but I'm a thinking man. I take it to the trader, who's probably done at least one of every known drug, and he gives me some blue dye. Which is perfect, because I need a pen. For biggest robotus over here. I just gotta... forgive me, boys. Put the feather in the ink, make a feather pen, and then write our name. Or at least I would have, if I didn't forget the sun. Well, let's go get the sun. Sadly, the plain lady is gone. But she left behind this kernel. Normally, you would use it for an achievement, but my dumbass forgot a piece in here, so I just didn't get it. Anyways, biggest robotus lets us in, and now we are off to the city life. It's the glitch. I gotta get out of here. Oh shit. Run, boys. Run. After stepping foot into Cleveland, infrastructure and all, we meet a man who's late for work by the fall of our infrastructure. However, this is the only way down to the tower, so naturally, we help out the boy. Along our way, we find the cafe, and pick up some trash. Fucking polluters. And we talk to the barista, basically telling us that the elevator in the center is our only shot down. Well then, let's go fix it. Basically, rinse and repeat the last two worlds, but I'm still dumb. Find shit, find computer, get scared by computer.
More computers. Have fun.
Alright, go on. Call me by my full name, why don't you? And then proceed to shit my pants for the 10th time over an innocent question by Niko. What do you mean? Where did... I was about to say, if this shit pulled up my IP, I'm deleting this.
Okay.
Because at this point, I do not know what to believe in. Anyways, later on, we find another bed. Which means... sleepy time. We reopened the game, and me, Rogue, and Apple just kept gushing about how adorable Niko is. Alright, what's going on? Oh,
You're
that's
dreaming.
the mother. That's the mother.
Aww.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah.
Oh, Brendan? I had another dream. Mama was there, so that was your mom. Did you see her?
Sure did.
She made me pancakes. Gonna make her cry! Because people always get their favorite food on... Yes, I do. And what's your favorite food? Is it pancakes? Wait, do you like pancakes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do. Me too. My last birthday, I ate 10 of them. Wow. Now it's so full I didn't eat anything else that day. Well, aren't you a champ? My mom makes the best pancakes. It's something my neighbors make really good. And oh, one of our neighbors make a lot of bread. Do you have any neighbors? Yes, I do. Oh, do they share food with you? One time my neighbors did actually share some candy with me. It was nice. Ours do too. Our neighbors and my mama take turns making food for the whole village each day. Everyone else takes turns doing chores and watching the little kids. I don't need to be watched anymore though. I'm old enough to help out. I miss everyone. I've been gone for a while now, haven't I? I wonder if they're worried about me. Speaking of helping out, we should probably go now.
This game is beyond adorable.
Oh my god. This game's gonna do more of a number than Omori did. Shut the fuck up, Brendan. We'll get to that. Anyways, back to the journey. I was pondering the wiki again, and turns out I'm a dumbass. I have to take the scissors found in the bathroom, cut the tin can, then slap the magnets on it. They barely fit. So we waddle our asses over to the office, and like an office worker, steal office supplies. With our new button, we slap it in the elevator, put the code in that the malicious computer gave me, and make our way down.
Oh, would you look at that?
On our way down, me and minimum wage employee over here begin to talk about lore, his underpaid hobby, and about progression.
Resume awkward silence.
Ask him nothing. Fuck him. It's like...
Which was the library and the lab. To get to the lab, we need to go to this back alley. Already, I'm afraid. As we walk, we get a quick vision of more lore. Fox. Needless to say, Pants rather pissed than shitted. We continue, escaping the confines of the back alley, and find the lab. After walking into the lab and being literally the smartest person in the entire goddamn world... Oh.
Wow.
I'm kinda nice. We come across someone very familiar. Niko recognizes her too. This is Kip, formerly addressed in a letter back in Detroit, and she is smart as shit. Naturally, when we ask, we get some more lore on the robots, confirming the robot's name to be Silver, the one back in Detroit. She tells us to hold on to the amber, the kick-ass necklace that Silver made for us. After some damassery, and being unable to find the house, I move back to the alley, and do what anyone in an alley would do, and break into a house! I steal 4 pieces of glass, and book it to hell. Fuck. Anyways, we managed to find the library, but apparently we need a library card. The head librarian is constantly leaving us on red. For a long time.
We're gonna be here a while.
I mean, a really, really long time. Yeah, I know, Niko. Don't look at me. Pissed off from my previous endeavors, don't! I returned to Kip for advice. At the same time, she's the one who gives out library cards. Really? Huh. Sounds like George, all right. Oh, I'm sorry you caught her on a bad day. Oh, I know. I'm just giving you my library card. Oh, thank you, Kip. Shoot. She loans me her library card as a result, and she says to replace the picture, since the robots might have facial recognition. Thinking she's full of shit, I take it to the library. Well, shit. Let's go find a camera. I found a camera. And thankfully, with the pieces of glass that I legally borrowed, will come in handy. After some fiddling, I show my puzzle expertise, and...
How about we try a combination here? Let's go with thick first. Let's go, how about concave? And then we need to logic the last two. I don't...
Ooh!
Hey!
Thank you, Apple.
Go get your photo taken.
Cheese? Ow, my eyes. Anyways, now we can finally get some goddamn answers. We head up to the big boss and see what she has to say. Eventually, we give her the strange journal that I've been holding onto for practically the entire game. Quite literally, I forgot when I picked this up, so we give it to her to translate. But she says it's gonna take a while. There's a guest room down the hall for a nap, so you know what that means. TP time. And now, this is where my day ends, as my work time was about to commence. So I wrap up shop for the day and chill out before work. Knowing where I was, things were looking bright. You should write on it. What? Do it.
Wee. Yeah.
Alright, how do I get off?
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
I wake up, and tonight, I had another night shift. No worries though, for I was ready to take on whatever adventures One Shot had for me that day. So I hop into VC with my best buddy Morgan, Please stop. Alright, more. And? Huh. Well, fuck. Anyways, after seeing the dream, Niko didn't really want to talk about it, so we run down to the dice lady and get the journal. And it says, go to the tower with the yellow and glowing shit, I guess. So the dice lady does us a solid and gets us this cool dice. Or as the game calls it, die.
Judgment.
So anyways, we leave the library after confirming that, yes, I have committed identity theft. Niko asks for one small favor before we head out. We go get some grub. Naturally, as a hungry fuck myself, I obliged. We make it to the cafe, and Morgan is already being horny on Maine. I'm about to kill her.
Why is that girl so hot? The surface. I love Undertale.
Anyways, Niko eats their food, and starts having second thoughts about saving the world, and it's starting to get to me. Whatever. All I gotta do is take us forward. And so we did. We made it to the tower. However, there's one problem. The picture was still an X. Tired of this bullshit, I pop up in the wiki, and the game tells me, I shit you not, restart the game. I'll be right back.
What's going on? What's going on? The world!
Are you fucking shit? It worked!
Oh my god, this game is sweet.
The puzzles are insane. Alright.
How are we supposed to figure that shit out?
And so, I opened the game again, and shit was already leaving my pants and hitting the fan. Because now Niko has lost a son. In connection with me. Oh fuck. Things were not looking good. After wandering for like 5 minutes, I found the computer again. Fucking great. But this time, it was talking to Niko, not me. After gaslighting Niko to make them believe I'm not here, they send them to sleep. And then, they start talking to me. Don't... Hey! Hey! You motherfucker, what do you want? What do you mean we're done here? And then, they tell me to fuck off. Hey! Naturally, I was not having it. I reopened the game, and this time, my wallpaper gets fucked again.
What happened? Let me check the stream. Let me tab in. Oh, it's...
No.
Oh boy.
I have to share my screen again.
Oh boy. What did you do?
It happened again.
Yeah, I'm never playing this game.
But this time, with a different meaning. Look for the black clover, then relaunch the game with it active. Understood. I reopen the game, and somehow, I'm in another dream sequence.
What the fuck?
How the fuck did they develop this? I'm able to shout out for Niko, which at this point is something I would actually do. Niko! Niko, god damn it! Niko hears us, then wakes up. Now Niko has a clover in their pocket, which is going to be integral for this puzzle. Why are you still here? Not again. What? What do you want from me? Huh? Why'd you come back? Niko's my... Niko's the only one that gets to call me on a first name basis, you little shit. Told you to stay away. You knew I tried to cut the story short. Is that it? Oh? One more out of me. Is that it? Fine. If you don't want to leave, I'll make sure you never do. It's safe to say the computer is pissed. However, I mistook this. I ended up closing the game like 3 times because I thought it wanted me to do. But no. What we do is align the fucking clover with the clover in our game. Who the fuck thinks of this? And the lore was getting deep. Apparently, we are in a safe space. Kinda. And this dude seems like he's the author of the game, that is. On my own terms? What do you mean by that? After the grueling maze, we we came across to my least favorite Roblox game, Doors. And we learned that the entity, or the game itself, is sentient, and not only that, has acquired a taste for death, for not only everyone else, but himself too. The bastard cannot die. Fuck. Anyways, we come across more lore, more very interesting puzzle designs. Seriously, how the fuck did they do this? And eventually, we find the light bulb and re-establish our connection with Niko. Guess Brendan isn't coming back. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Brendan, yeah? We're gone. Left. And as Niko picks up the light bulb again, pick it up, right? Oh, clover apple. We appear in the basement. Now in a more refined house, we manage to find a bed. However, no sleepy time. For we were in the end of the game. After the fuck-ass robot decided to play with my damn feelings, I was forced to tell Niko the truth, like breaking a vase over their head. Sure it's taking a while. Guess this elevator leads to the top of the tower. Are you excited, Brendan? I like to save the world. I know it's for real this time because you're here. And then, to go home for real this time too. Can't wait to see everyone again. Are you okay? You seem a little quiet. Niko. Oh, fuck! Can't say both. World and you. What's that supposed to mean, Brethren? Send you home. I need to break the light bulb. What? Won't that end the world? Yeah. I don't want that to happen. What happens when you save the world? What happens to me? Don't? But nevertheless, here we are. 2 days worth of journeys that led up to this point. And now the game gives us one final choice. Take Niko home or save the world. Ah! Ah! I can think of something. Oh. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I hate ultimatums. I can... However, I'm reminded by one of my favorite quotes from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, specifically from my goat, Miles Morales. I can do both. Spider-Man always finds a way. So naturally I got thinking and came up with the solution. I don't believe what they say, I don't believe what he says. You're right. I can't just let everyone leave everyone here to die. Thank you for your help, Mike. I promise I'll be okay. That's it! It! However, that was the game. I was in anguish, but a moment of respite after seeing the boys in silver. Oh, the boys! The boys! A Robo Kid. But it was true. If I opened the game, it would show the starting room, the room full of light, signaling that it really was the end of the journey. It's what I would say if I was a little bitch! I was so goddamn unsatisfied that I went digging through the files. My files, the game files, the goddamn Clover application. And what did I get? More papers. We're getting somewhere. Needless to say, I was no longer shitting. I was fighting. Moreover, ready to fight some fucking computers. I complete the save file. Hey, over yet, son of a bitch! And I embraced one shot. One more time. We're back at the start. However, something's different. You remember me? Niko says my name. Of course, the hope starts growing. Thinking this would be a complete rehaul of the last 2 days, I get my old documents ready. However, no TV remote. Alright, no matter. Huh. Hint documents. Oh, you motherfuck! Oh my god. We are given 4 more images from the author. His final plea. Give this world, children, Niko, their good ending. And that's exactly what I was going to do. Everything in my goddamn power to do so. You. Found me. Why? One shot? Do I have one shot?
Words of Alexander Hamilton don't throw away that shot.
After leaving the room and getting our stick, and
1 beer left.
we do practically the same puzzle. However, I was fooled. This will be the only puzzle that we will do twice. For we have something we forgot about. That's right. We have ourselves the Strange Journal. Strange Journal? Going into editor mode and rewinding our time, we originally found this with the gas mask. However, it's now with us at the start. Conspicuous. Whatever. We leave the house, and now we're back in Detroit. After talking to Robo Moses again and reestablishing connection with Niko for the second goddamn time, I get a little tired and find the bag. Well then. Sleepy time. As the game closes, I spend the rest of my free time at work. Not knowing that the next day would be my last. For this game was quickly approaching its critical climax. today was my day off, and I had shit planned. Doesn't matter, I was getting through this game today. I booted up the game with Morgan and Rogue once more. Morgan had to leave in the middle of the recording, so you'll be hearing from her less. Anyways, we wake up to the first dream sequence again, solidifying my theory that this was the same game. Again. Alright then, let's get to work. Find bar, bend bar, get battery. Till this point, I said fuck it, let's go get the gas mask. Walk to the box, grab the old document. It didn't work. Okay, maybe they thought of a failsafe. Whatever, let's progress normally then. Find silver, grab screwdriver, get camera, lock the cliff head. Okay, something's going on. We talk about the mysterious robot, and then the book started to glow. What in the goddamn hell is happening? The book opens up to a page. In the mines. Okay. So I get curious. I line it up with the rocks, mainly for visual pleasure, and then progression. Needless to say, I'm appalled. I get in the minecart, and the game gets as scared as me. Turns out, the game doesn't know what's going on. Good. Time to continue. We find a hidden room with the computer, and a little back room that we walk into and find the robot we saw in the vision earlier. And after a very long conversation, Niko gets a single floppy disk. Oh yeah, the battery. Son, battery, machine, computer, new document, put new code in old box, receive gas mask. Let us continue. I do the standard run from the standard playthrough, still thinking we gotta go through this normally. Huh. Well, fuck. Back to the top. The panels I was sticking around with earlier in the secret room, it's actually code. Write code down so I don't forget, and put it in the boxes. Boom. We put the map back into the computer, slap the disk back in, and we get the backup data. Give the robot his fuck-ass disk back, and boom. Progression. Anyways, after another long conversation, Niko gets an existential crisis, and naturally begins to question God. Me. You make a world that's doomed from the beginning. Why do you keep bringing me back to it? I thought we could save both! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I was taken after Spider-Man, goddammit! He always finds a way to do both! And naturally, I didn't want him to get upset. Thankfully, the robot that caused this calms him down, somehow, and tells us to get to the Glen. There's just one small problem, though. Fuck. Well then, we go find another way. But then Silver pops up in to make sure we're okay. Apparently, Silver and Bluebot know each other. Kinda. Silver shows the robot the amber, the sick-ass necklace, and then tells us to go back. What else? We need to find a new boat now. Right as we were about to set into the minecart again, the entity pops up for some more dialogue.
I tried to do. You managed to see through it all. We have been through all of this. Even though I was only supposed to run once, you still managed to come back. How did you come back? How did you bring Niko back? And then you managed to break out of bounds, letting me go to places that they never should have been. It was him, wasn't it? Now, Niko's upset. What even happened in that room back there? What did Niko learn? Niko was upset. I could feel it. I told you to turn back, Brendan. But you've chosen to trust that man instead of me. Oh, not even that. Just his book. It's a ghost. This world is not real. People are not real. Niko is upset. Niko is... Oh, no. Everything is wrong. Ah! Minecart. The cubes are back. Bluebot comes out, who we learn later is named Prototype. He tells Niko and Silver to follow him to the back for a secret exit. And Silver, being the strong woman she is, opens the exit. Show off. When they find another minecart and make our way out of here. However, the entity started to struggle, and this is where my road to sympathy began. Bro, what the... No! Are you okay? Fine, I'm fine. Let's hold it up. You two need to. Ugh! You, robot! What are you waiting for? Take the child and get out! Come on. What about her? No! No! The keep's flooded, and Silver tells us to leave while holding up some rocks. Naturally, I was scared. No! Robo Mama was being crushed. A little later on,
With Proto, the cubes catch up again. In a last-ditch effort, he gives us the disc and tells us to meet up with a man named Cedric. Confused as fuck, I carry on. And Niko starts to ask me some more questions. Don't worry. I don't understand the world. Prophet, but what he was saying, is this world really just, is it? Oh. Oh. Fuck you, game. Normally I wouldn't believe it, but it just adds up. Everything adds up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. If I can't fix the world, I can't go back home. The world is already so messed up. The squares don't get fixed. What will happen to the world? Where would I even go? Oh, Rogue.
Yeah, what's up?
The game's being a dick.
Oh.
Woof. We're back in the Glen. Near the end part of the Glen. And the only thing we can do so far is talk to this robot. Tell him his friends are dead, and go into the ruins. Naturally, the first thing I check on in the ruins... Plant Lady ain't doing so hot, thanks to these fucking cubes. But with the last of her power, she ties up some of the island to help us walk around it. So thanks to her, we can play the game. And as I'm leaving, I'm reminded of my most important adversaries. The boys.
The boy!
We walk up to their entrance, and of course, it's blocked. By blocks. But thankfully, Niko remembers Alula's teachings, and uses their God-given gift of motor functions. Ow, my foot, ow. After reuniting with
The boy!
a problem had occurred. Their house was fucked. Well, shit. What about the feather? Doesn't matter, because the boys are safe. After a single slip up from Niko...
How did you know my name?
What a gun. The Messiah just knows this Messiah just knows these things, Callanus. Right? Yeah, of course.
Totally.
And after Niko realizes we have nothing else to go off of, we head for the burial grounds pathway. As Callanus said, it was flooded. And looking at it with my own eyes, yep, it's flooded. Until bam, another hallucination. We're getting somewhere. The book starts to glow once more.
I'm so smart!
Woo! And out of thin air, of God, appears a boat. And now, we go to the burial grounds. And after some really cute cutscenes, we appear in the burial grounds. We made it. After paying my respects to their mother and after some very funny dialogue from Alula. Mom, you're not gonna believe what happened today. We met the Messiah and... Hi, Niko. Hi. Wanna help me look for some flowers for Mom to get later? Yes! We head south and find our target. Cedric, who here has a flying machine. A fucking airplane. Whatever. If it gets us to the city, that's all that matters. Only one problem. It's broken. He says we need to find some replacement gears and an energy source. On it. Sir, yes, sir. Hoorah! So after talking with the trader guy to get this music box and committing mass murder on all of these robots, we get the stuff back to Cedric, and he starts to fix the plane. So while he's fixing the plane, we start talking. After learning the Fox hallucination is apparently who I'm supposed to meet next, and this entire game runs on the World Machine, something Cedric's father made. And apparently, he's smart as hell, and the guy we might have been talking to during our first run. Anywho, the plane gets fixed, and the boy pop up. Squares have gotten to the boat, leaving these two stranded. Even worse, the plane only accommodates two. So once Niko gets dropped off at the city, Cedric will U-turn back for the boys. I pray for their safety, and I make it onto the plane. As Niko looks absolutely goofy on the plane, we make a safe landing. However, something horrible happens. No! No, the boys! They're trapped on the island. Callanus, Lula, there. The boys were stranded. Oh no. Cedric asks for the disc and makes a tactical retreat for the lab, but before he does, he tells us to find Rue, the fox, and go find an elevator under a large clock. Well then, let's do our best. After returning to Cleveland, we learn the elevator is beyond fuck. Holy fudge! And so are the apartments. Everyone is huddled into the cafe as a means for safety. After realizing that, we head for the office near the clock. Also, someone took the stapler. Who took my stapler? Now then, we go to the room under the clock and find a new door. Under a clock. The door says documents. Fuck. However, it nearly tricked me. The password for the beginning of the game had updated. Kinda. You see, the time that the files were dropped had been updated, stating they were dropped now instead of roughly 2.5 hours ago. With this knowledge, I put in the old password solstice and opened the elevator. At the bottom of the floor, we find some strange glowing panels, an elevator in use, and an elevator with the lever out of reach. So naturally, as I do in real life, I am 5'8", I enlist the help of a tall man. We grab Pink Hair and tell him about a new elevator, and naturally, he's taller than us. We enlist his help, and he gives us the news. He can't reach it. However, it's Bullcam. Lists some technical prowess only a minimum wage employee could possess. We make it to the elevator, and we find ourselves at the bottom of the tower. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Pink Hair goes back to grab the evacuees, then it happened again. The squares were back. God damn it. Taking away all my characters, one way or another. We need to find Rue, and fast. So I ran as fast as I could, and found Kip. Kip tries to stop Cedric from getting into the lab because it's dangerous, and is unsuccessful. And the both of them were separated by squares. Well, fuck. Cedric might as well be dead now. Kip sees us, and takes us to the library, which doubles as a shelter. George, the dice lady, shows up, and gives us the details. Apparently, Cedric was here earlier for a book to rebuild prototype, and ran out. And then, I shit you not, 5 seconds later... Up long enough for him to... Oh my gosh. That was... The labs? Poor kid. No, want him too. The lab is fucking gone. And Kip and George refuse to let me go. Which is when Niko has a revelation. I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. Yes! At the end, you can only choose one, right? It is. Is it really hard for you to... And naturally, I cried to Rogue about the game, tossing my feelings around like a ragdoll. Rogue! The game's being a dick again!
Oh.
Yes, it fucking was, Niko. This shit was hard! Either way, Niko now regains complete trust in me. Thank God. And Kip and George find the reasoning to let me go. So I ran as fast as I could and make it to the back alley. I find the tree, and Rue is right there. We head back to the clock room, and she tells us the plan. Which I can boil down into just 2 words. We're fucked. We take it upstairs to the observation deck, and Rue drops some lore on us, essentially saying the reason the squares exist was because of the law of the robots. Never let a human come into harm. And when it did that to Niko in order to save its world, it started fucking imploding. However, there's one possibility to dodge this. Taming. A word that I heard throughout my entire playthrough, and only now does this fox decide to tell me what taming is. Essentially, have bond with robot. If bond strong enough, robot develops mental capacity outside of code. What the fuck am I doing with my life? After the squares come in to ruin my fucking mood, we find Cedric and Proto running up to us. Why? Plot armor, fuck you. So, we make it down to the glowing tiles. After Proto tells us like the nerd he is... Rue tells us these portals have file equivalents located in our game folders, and all 3 of them have a key inside them to unlock the world machine door. Well, fuck. Let's figure this out. Here's what to do. Put each one of them on their portal, turn off game, put keys in big portal, turn on game, and boom. Purple door. And here we are. The world machine. After looking around and making sure my brother doesn't do anything stupid to himself or my recording. Love you, boy. We walk into a room similar to the tower. Rue's saying we know what to do, ensures us that we'll be fine. And so, we reboot the game, and here we are. The world machine itself. The very end of this game. Walking the halls, we could see cameras from our previous adventures, all leading towards a screen of static. A reflection of Niko appears and starts talking to us, claiming to be the entity. Safe to say, it was, only using Niko's reflection to give himself a body. However, he talks about the original ending the papers were going on about yesterday, saying the code is lost and there's nothing we can do. However, Niko has an idea. Not tamed. Yes, you are. You talk like the tamed robots I know. Robot lady, prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? It's when a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. And I know Brendan does too. Even though you told me they only had one chance. They found a way back, didn't they? Why do you think Brendan would keep coming back? Why do you think Brendan would restart even after the ending? I think Brendan wants to save the both of us. So please, give me a chance. I don't know. Never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far. I'll try. I can't promise anything, but here, take the sun. The entity gives us the sun and tells us to leave the room. And naturally, we have only one way out. The way we came in. What if you get hurt? But thankfully, the sun has regained some power. Did you see that? The squares were no match for us. After we run down a second hall, the entity gives us some words. It's working. Niko's right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remember what the code is supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. And I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Niko will be able to reach the tower's summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Niko will go back to where it all began. Then Niko will be able to go home from there. But this is permanent. After Niko wakes up back home, the world will only exist as a memory. For Niko, a dream, like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story, like thousands of other stories. But as long as Niko remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright. I was able to restore some other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost on Niko's journey, they're all in the next room. I would have put them back to where they belong, but not yet. I think Niko should see them again first. Please say goodbye to Niko for me. And then, everyone we met appeared in the next room, which doubled as a credit scroll. And my emotions nearly came flooding in. Messiah. Robot lady! You're okay? I think so. Last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me, but then I ended up here unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Where did you come from anyway? The room where the world machine was. Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad. I think it's a story at all. It must have been why the squares are going away. That's why you're here, miss. I think the world machine was able to recover your code too. World machine? Oh, I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but it's out in the distance. I was looking for more people to show up. Oh, people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Hold on, Brendan, let's go take a closer look. After the talk with Silver, we see Karen the rowboat. Hello. Robot. Hi. You know, whatever the fuck. Yeah. A quick reunite with Plant Lady. Hello, Messiah. biggest robotus.
Biggest robotus.
And then my emotions have come flooding in.
Oh boy!
The boys.
Oh my fucking god, I'm actually dying.
Niko, you're okay too. Did you guys just get here? I think so. The squares started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky. I fell right into a bunch of them. Calamus tried to save me, and then we both ended up in this room. Biggest scare of my life for sure. Oh, say, what is this place? Are we in limbo? Lula, we're not dead. Wait, are we? Good. Question. Brennan, are they gonna be okay? I just could not leave the boys behind.
You're not even sure of that yourself, huh?
Oh, this is just... Oh my god.
Let's send them home soon. Oh, well, Brendan says you're not dead. Phew. I was just saying you'll get back to your home very soon. That's even better than limbo. I guess you're leaving us now? I'm glad we met you. Same.
Oh my fucking god, I'm actually crying.
But later,
Boy!
I meet up with Pink Hair.
Glad to see you in one piece. The One Piece!
Glad to see you're okay too. After the whole elevator thing. That was the most awkward elevator ride I've been through. And by awkward, I mean terrible, bad, awful, the absolute worst. Squares started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat. And I just kept filling in the room faster, right? Am I dead? No, you're fine. Everyone in this room is fine. You're able to walk back home soon. Oh, thank goodness gracious. I can't work when I'm dead. Oh, you poor capitalist. And then, the three that helped me out. In the end, the war machine started to create its own code. One above and beyond its programming. Not as a result of an error, but as a conscious choice on the part of the war machine. Being able to create its own path forward. That's what being tame is all about. Couldn't have said it better myself. This path leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right? Mm-hmm. It's the glass room, right? That's it. You go through the portal when you're ready. Let me talk to... Fucking... Goodbye, Niko. Looks like you managed to do it. Managed to tame the world machine, Niko. I feel like the world machine has been tamed this whole time. Just by Brendan and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here after all. Both of us never really stopped believing in this world. The world machine just needed to realize that, I guess. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. Well, just throwing that idea out there. Thank you for everything, Niko. We'll miss you. And after their dialogue, I just couldn't help myself.
I wanna hug the boys. Hold on. I need to see the boys. I don't wanna go. I have actual fucking tears. It did it. It fucking did it. I gotta go, boys. Just live for me, okay? Just live. Just live.
And then we came all the way back, and Niko puts the light bulb into the sun without giving me a choice. Back to where it all began. But this time, the door was different. It was a portal. Back home. Niko saw their mom looking for them, and the wheat fields they dreamed about. This is the end.
I think it worked. Yeah, it did.
dog. It's coming in. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No. Guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? This looks like one of those portals we saw all the way back in the city. It's a room behind the big clock. And I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Brendan, this isn't the first time you said goodbye, is it? But this won't be the last time, won't it? I don't think we'll ever see each other again after this. And what will become of the world? After all we've been through. After everything we've done. I still don't know. These people. They stopped existing. Will be in your memory.
Oh.
Fuck!
It hurts. Man.
It'll be in my memory too. I promise I'll never forget this world. I promise.
Yep. The only thing to do is go home, kid. That's it.
I'll never forget you, Brendan. So, take care of yourself, okay? You too. Goodbye. What the fuck? What?
Does it just stop there?
It just walked off the fucking screen! The game just shuts off. Needless to say, after the scare with Niko, I just wanted to make sure they were okay. And thankfully, after my endeavor with the entity at the end, it asked me a question. Do I want to see the ending again? No. After all I've been through, after all everyone has been through, the thought of them deserves some rest. They earned it. And now, I am satisfied. Kinda. I am snotty.
Devastated.
I am teary. I am destroyed.
Uh,
I will say this. No Omori will do this to me. No Hunter x Hunter will do this to me. No fucking Undertale Yellow will do this to me.
but this one sure did.
Quite literally, you can only play this game once.
Yep.
Needless to say, this game blew me away. In stories, characters, in world building, in everything. And yes, like how I said earlier, this game did much more of a number than Omori ever did. Well, for a different reason. You see, for a while now, I've been living in my room, casually toning out my real name. Brendan. But this game forced me to use that name. Well, at least with one option it did. This game, calling me Brendan so many times, got me to accept the terms with my actual name. After that, I was proud to have my own name again. And it gave the ending an even harder punch than Omori will ever give. But it made me realize something more. A name shouldn't be a mystery. It could be something you despise for other reasons, sure. But for no reason Your name shouldn't be a mystery. Not some cheap gimmick to get your online friends to learn about you. It should be a title of who you are. A title of how far you've come as a person. A title for how far your friendships have progressed. A title that you are you. You are the person that you chose to be. After all this time, all these years, and all these triumphs. My name is Brandon Galaxy. And I've never been prouder to call myself that after finishing One Shot. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end. And please, take care of yourselves. Okay? What's one more time? Good evening. Welcome. What the fuck happened? Where's my wallpaper?
No, it's just egg. Oh.
Oh.
I love Omori.
Look at me with them big old eyes.
Well, stop staring at me with them big old eyes.
What the fuck?
Boy! Annoying girl with the boys!
Morgan, I'm not putting that fucking image in there. I'm not. Why not? Where the fuck would I put this?
When
Where
are
in
we gonna
the-
have you with no cookie in the video?
It's me with
That's the
no.
question.
There's no cookies in the goddamn